Hey guys, Dr. Bryan Wills coming to you live from Wills Chiropractic on another fantastic Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a great week. I want to continue our talk on the most common things that we see in the office. And today we're going to talk about probably the most common thing we're ever going to see in our chiropractic office, which is neck pain. And unfortunately, we're seeing more and more and more and more neck pain because of one little thing, and that one little thing happens to be this little guy right here. So as technology keeps getting more and more prevalent in our lives, we're finding ourselves doing more and more of this, unfortunately. Nothing drives a chiropractor more crazy than walking out of an adjusting room into the reception area and seeing 10 people with their heads down buried in their phones. Unfortunately, these things aren't going away anytime soon. Technology is only going to get kind of worse. So we're going to have to figure out how to mitigate some of the harmful effects that we have of this. Poor posture. I know that I talk about that quite a bit, but it really does affect your health very dramatically, especially the older you get. So when we're younger, typically we have usually good posture, our chests are open, we can get good oxygen, our hearts don't have much stress on it. As we age though, we start to do this whole thing where you start getting bent forward, all right? And with technology, it's getting faster and faster and faster. We're seeing younger and younger people with just terrific posture, leading to all kinds of damage in their neck. Now, typically, you want to have a nice little curve in your neck, be up straight, but we're finding this that the curve is starting to disappear in everyone's necks because of that forward-looking down head posture there. Now, when you look down, not only does it take the curve out of your neck, which is bad, but it also makes your head a lot heavier. So your head weighs about the same as a bowling ball. So if you ever went bowling and try to hold a bowling ball out in front of you like this, it's really, really heavy. You hold it close to your chest, it's pretty light. So we want to be holding our bowling balls close to the chest, and unfortunately our heads are dipping further forward, which makes them exponentially heavier, causing more and more stress, irritation, and damage on the neck. It's gotten so bad that we're starting to see x-rays of people now with horns on the back of their head. The muscles in the back of your neck are pulling so hard to hold your head up that your body's having to calcify the tendon there to make it stronger. And on an x-ray, it shows up as a little horn on the back of the head, which is obviously not good at all. When you lose the curve in your neck, the curve is there to kind of help absorb a lot of the shocks that we have during the day. So the slips, falls, accidents, to make your spine act like a spring. When you take the curve out of your neck, it acts like a stick. Sticks don't bend, they just break. And that's why we see so much degenerative changes happening down the road. And again, it's happening younger and younger. I was reading an article the other day that said the average teenager will spend 5,000 hours a year on their device. That's a lot of time on the device. So again, it's not going to change. We got to figure out a way to kind of mitigate some of its effects. So I'm going to give you a couple different things today to do. So one of them is going to be, when you were a baby, or if you had babies, you always lay them on their stomach, do some tummy time. Tummy time is done to help kind of get that curve to establish in your neck. So for a lot of our teenagers that are in the office, a lot of kids that are in the office, I tell their parents, make them do some tummy time. If they're going to be on their device, they're going to be on their computer, they're going to be on their phone, they're playing video games, make them lay on their stomach. I'm still one of those mean parents that makes their kids actually read a book, actual real book, and I'll make them lay on their stomach while they're doing that again, because we want to build that curve back up and kind of mitigate some of those effects of constantly looking down at a cell phone there. For adults, there's one little simple little exercise you can do while you're driving, so you can kind of multitask at the same time. You're going to grab the steering wheel at 9 and 3. You're going to make sure your head's against the headrest, and you're going to pinch your shoulder blades together behind your back there, like you're trying to pinch a finger that's laying on top of your spine. You're going to hold that for 10 seconds, relax for a second, go back and hold it for 10 seconds, do it 4 times in a row. That's a 44-second exercise while you're driving that basically takes up no time of your day, but will absolutely strengthen the muscles up to pull your head back and shoulders back, increasing your posture, making it better. I also encourage adults as well. If you're going to be on your computer a lot, or kind of on your phone quite a bit, do some tummy time yourself. It's not going to hurt you to do that also, just kind of help build that neck up. Now there's a more advanced exercise that I'm going to put a link in the comments below to a video kind of showing you how to do that. But I wanted to just give you a couple quick little things today that you guys could do to kind of stop those harmful effects. Unfortunately, we're seeing more and more neck surgeries at younger ages. People have carpal tunnel surgeries that fail simply because it's not really coming from the carpal tunnel. The hand pain is actually coming from the nerves in the neck being pinched off because people have destroyed the discs in their neck. So if you're starting to get arm pain, your arms starting to go numb, hands are going numb, weakened grip strength, make sure you get in and see us right away, because again, we see this all the time. And if it's too far advanced, we're not going to be able to help you anymore. It's going to be surgery, and that leads to a whole other issue down the road as well. So again, the 2 little things I showed you there, make sure you implement those. Look at the comments below. There'll be a video to some exercises there as well to kind of help you out. Hope you guys have a great week, and we'll talk to you next week.